Hello guys, and welcome to the video, and today we're going to be talking about if you have one of these but want to be playing some of these, most specifically this one right here. That's what we're talking about today, so let's dive in. So just in case you haven't heard, it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan, and with great shows like The Mandalorian being as good as it is, and movies like The Rise of Skywalker being right around the corner, and even on the video game front, we have amazing games like Jedi Fallen Order, and even Star Wars Battlefront 2 is in a much better place now than whenever it initially launched, and we're even getting classic Star Wars games releasing on the Nintendo Switch where we can play them portably wherever the hell we are. That's where we are now as fans, so it's a great time to be one, and with the promise of more classic Star Wars games coming to the Nintendo Switch in the future, like Jedi Academy, I wanted to make this video diving into why one of the all-time greatest Star Wars games and best-selling Star Wars games needs to come and grace the Nintendo Switch with its presence, that being the classic Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I know it seems kind of like a no-brainer because people are going to be like, it's a good game, of course it needs to be portable, but it goes deeper than that because Star Wars Battlefront 2 is not only one of the greatest Star Wars games of all time, one of the best-selling, one of the most popular, but it's a very unique game and it needs to come to Nintendo Switch for a multitude of reasons, one of them being whoever releases this game is gonna make bank. This game would sell so well because it's immensely popular, it has a huge fan base, and it has a guaranteed player population because a lot of people actually don't know this, but on the original Xbox, when they shut down Xbox Live, the second most played game on Xbox Live when they shut it down was Star Wars Battlefront 2, right behind Halo 2. That just goes to show how popular this game was from a multiplayer standpoint, so it's just guaranteed to have, a huge player base right out the gate. People will buy it, I would buy it, you would buy it, don't act like you won't because you would, because it's Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the go. And while we're on the subject of player bases, let's talk about the multiplayer of this game. Can you imagine if they released this game on Nintendo Switch with a functioning multiplayer component? Not just single player and offline modes, but the ability to hop into a classic Star Wars Battlefront 2 match on the go on your Nintendo Switch. That would be absolutely incredible, and it doesn't really seem like it would be that much out of the realm of possibility because they just recently turned on the multiplayer about a year or so ago on classic Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PC, and that just shows that there's a demand for it. And can you imagine just being wherever you are and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna play some Star Wars Battlefront 2 on this bus or in this truck or over on this plane, and being able to hop into a multiplayer match, maybe not a multiplayer match when you're on an airplane, but just the fact that you'd be able to play this great game on the go and potentially be able to play multiplayer online. That gets me so excited. That would be absolutely incredible. And even if they didn't have the ability for you to matchmake online, at least release the multiplayer with this game and give us the ability to play a local game with, to where we can play multiplayer with other people who have Switches around us, or split screen. I mean, even if we could just get that sounds incredible. Because, the Nintendo Switch is such a, friendly co-op local environment system, it would make sense to be able to do that. And if you could, just split screen or, just have a local games, that would be incredible. But it would be totally some just next level shit if we could play this game online on the Nintendo Switch, hop into multiplayer matches, because this is coming from somebody who didn't get to play a whole lot of this game online. I've played pretty much 100% of my multiplayer matches in this game online on PC, because I didn't have great internet when this game originally came out, so it's all been in the last year or so, but just the thought of being able to hop on my Nintendo Switch, wherever I am, hop up my hotspot, and get into a Star Wars Battlefront 2 classic match, oh my god, that would be absolutely insane. I would never uninstall this game off my Switch if I could do that. And even if we only had offline local multiplayer to where we could bring some Switches together and play a multiplayer match together, can you imagine doing Galactic Conquest? You could literally host an old school LAN party and get people together and play some Galactic Conquest or whatever. Even if you just want to get a bunch of people together and do classic Tatooine Assault and just have the heroes and villains go all out, that's amazing. That would be incredible. Having the ability to bring your friends together and do the space battles and board each other's ships just like you can do in the multiplayer on PC now, but doing it portable on the go on your Nintendo Switch, whether it's online or at your house on the couch with 3 of your buddies. That sounds absolutely incredible. So the multiplayer alone is enough to make me excited to want to play this game on the Nintendo Switch. But as all of you guys know, there's also a great single player campaign, one of the best campaigns in Star Wars games, in my opinion, that dives deep into like the horrors of war to some degree. I love it. You get to play through the Clone Wars as the 501st, and then going into playing the Stormtroopers from the 501st. It's great, and you know, it caters to everybody. If you're a multiplayer fan, we got you covered. If you're a single player fan, we also got you covered. This game is a great game. That's why it sold so well. That's why so many people love this game. That's why it was the #2 most played game on Xbox Live whenever they shut it down. And that is why the classic Star Wars Battlefront 2 needs to come to the Nintendo Switch. That is why I believe the classic Star Wars Battlefront 2 needs to come to the Nintendo Switch. Just like that. I think it would be a great addition to the system, and now that they've confirmed that more classic Star Wars games are coming to the Nintendo Switch, this game absolutely deserves to be one of them. It is a masterpiece. It is beloved by so many fans, and we just want to be able to play this game on the go. Who wouldn't? It's a great game. I love it. You love it. Let's make it come to the Nintendo Switch. Guys, that is all I have for today, and if you like this video, be sure to like it. I make new awesome videos every single week, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.